Well, as I've been playing around with Circa a little bit more on my iPad, which I have been, I really love this app. I actually love it more now that I discovered this feature through a Facebook group, actually. Let me shout out the Facebook group. If you are an iPad music maker, I highly recommend becoming part of this Facebook group. Lots of great nuggets and pieces throughout this group, but there was a comment thread talking about Circa and using the multi-out capabilities. Shout out to that group for this. I'm just going to show how you get Circa set up in Ohm for multi-out routing. So I'm going to get a audio track here, and then actually I'm just going to set up 6 audio tracks because Circa, the app, has 6 outputs. So we're going to open Circa on this first one. And we're going to open that and then expand that so we can see down here. We have in the levels page, there is this output section down at the very bottom, and that's what we want to change. So we're going to leave the first output at 1, and that's just going to be our first channel. Pretty obvious. Second channel, we're going to go to out 2, third channel, out 3, so on and so forth. 6. Perfect. Once you get that set up, you're going to go to these channels and you are going to do multi-bus audio unit instances, and you're going to select Circa for that. So here you can see right here, it's got this 2. That's the second output for Circa. We'll do that again here. It's going to show 3. That's the third output. And then we'll keep doing that for all the channels, all the way down the line. Great. So now we have all these set up as the 6 channels in Circa. Let's put some audio in here and I'll show you how this works because I figured this out too. Over here in the right, you want to change the sync mode to audio, and this is going to change it so that you can just record the audio that you want on each layer whenever you want and for the length that you want, instead of having it be sync mode, which I believe just syncs to the tempo of Ohm. So I'm going to load in some audio files from our Dust 1 sample pack, which you can grab at fieldtoneaudio.com for $5, or you can get Dust 1 fragments, which has 10 of those samples for free, and you can do whatever you want with those. Just have fun. So doesn't matter. Oops, not share. Let's load this one in. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to hit play. My trigger level is too high. There's another thing I learned. It's amazing what you can learn watching videos. If you hold down the stop button, it erases, which is amazing. So let's go back to the beginning, hit record, and play. Great. There is my first track, and I'm going to change the end time there. Now, let's go to the second track and load in another sample. I'm going to go back over here, go to Dust 1, and let's just grab this guy. So we're going to hit record again and hit play in Ohm. And once the audio starts, Circa will start recording whatever you have playing on that layer. Great, and we'll stop it. Just these times. Great, let's do one more just for demonstration purposes. Go here. That's a good one. We'll do that. Back to the beginning, hit record and play. adjust these times. Play. And I'll hit play on all 3 of these playheads. And now you can see that we have the channels that have been properly routed within Circa. So I can hit solo here, and this is soloing the second loop in that first channel of Circa. Here's the third loop. Here's the loop in channel 1. So this will allow you to process each channel within Circa separately. So I could add tape to channel 1 and reverb to channel 2 and distortion to channel 3, having them all routed like this. Or if you wanted to go even deeper, you could do send effects and have a really crazy template and do whatever you want to do to all of your stuff within Circa. So that's how you set up Circa within Ohm for multi-track routing. And once I learned that through that chat thread, that discussion thread, that you can set it up like this kind of made Circa like the best app ever for me. And I think it's $7.99. So if you do any kind of music making with an iPad and Ohm and effects and all that stuff, highly recommend Circa. I highly recommend setting it up like this so you can do these multi-channel things and just have everything right here ready to go. This was also my first time using my mouse on my iPad, which felt really weird because I usually use my Apple Pencil. But when you use the mouse, you have this icon here, so it's a little bit easier for demonstrative purposes. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you create awesome stuff on your iPad. We'll talk soon. Happy creating.